What is going on, guys? As you know, Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred is launching tonight on October 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern time for me. And I'm going to be really quick and to the point with you guys. This is going to be my video for what I think you should check out if you have no idea what's good for a class or not. But the golden rule is, for me, always play the class in the build you have the most fun with. Whether it's like the best damage build in the game, maybe it doesn't matter to you. Remember, Diablo 4 is not an esport, it's a video game. Have fun and play it. That being said, let's dip into every single class here, and I'm going to show you just briefly why I think the build is good and what you can look forward to with each one of them. First off on our list is the Necromancer class. Now, with the Necromancer class, it's the one I'm going to be playing at the launch of the Vessel of Hatred expansion. I'm not playing Spiritborn like everybody else. I'm doing things just a little bit different. I'm going to be playing the Spirit Wave or the Blood Wave, Blood Lance, and Bone Spirit build. And the whole thing we're trying to do here is send out a lot of Blood Waves, collect all the Blood Orbs of Blood Lance to spawn and produce Bone Spirits that do tremendous damage. Now, that should be a lot of fun. I'm curious to see how much legs this build has when we put it to the test of the endgame content, like the Undercity, the Pits, and the Dark Citadel. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a damn good time. Up next is the Spiritborn. That's right, the big kid, new kid on the block. The Spiritborn has a lot of different ways to play it, and nobody's really figured this out to perfection. The meta will be shifting on this one because this class is very mobile, very versatile, can do a lot of different things. That being said, the Quill Volley build seems to be one of the most outstanding versions of this build in the end game, and I have not actually played the canopy testing. While I did get invited, I opted out. But for you guys, give it a shot. If you're interested in Spiritborn, I think that this build will do just fine for you. Fast, big damage, and what else do you need? If you want to do even more for DPS, damage per screenshot, check out Centipede builds. But for me, I'm going to walk you guys right down the lane with Quill Volley. Should be fantastic. The Barbarian. Barbarian class looking really good with the new Mighty Throw spec. And while it doesn't have the power that it once had previously because of all the nerfs to the BARB, it still should be a completely viable and very strong build for any BARB enjoyers out there. Last but not least is the Earthwuake build. While you can still enjoy this build doing tremendous damage, you just can't AFK shit on the entire game. So if you want to just stomp your way through the content of Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred and you're a Barbarian, give the Earthwuake build a shot. Again, all the links are in the description for every one of these builds that we talk about today. Next up is the Dance of Knives build. So Mippy brought us a really cool build. Dance of Knives is kind of like a Whirlwind Barbarian with a little bit more sizzling style, utilizing things like Shadow Step and Poison Trap to knock down enemies, concealment to use the Umber Crux to your advantage. This build should be rapid, fast, kind of easy on the hands, and enjoyable for people that are looking for that kind of destructive, fast-paced gameplay that the Rogue always provides. Rogue does a great job with AoE in Season 6, and it looks like single target shouldn't be all that bad either. So if you want to spin to win, I'd recommend you kind of try either the Barbarian, but in this case, Dance of Knives Rogue. The Sorceress, so near and dear to my heart, the Sorc class. If I wasn't going to play a Necro and I wasn't going to play Spiritborn, I would absolutely play a Sorc, probably after Barbarian from Vessel of Hatred. Getting into it, Sorc class. So the Sorc has two builds, in my opinion, that look kind of interesting. One is old, tried, tested, and true, the Frozen Orb Lightning Spear build. Bakuna's got a nice list here for you to check out. I still think this is a very strong build. It's nowhere near the power that it had before because Lightning Spears are capped at 12 apiece, and then your Conjuration Mastery is capped at 30. So this build, in the class, the Sorc is getting tremendously nerfed, which is unfortunate, but you should still be able to come out with something that's pretty interesting and fun to play. Remember, fun to play is the goal. Number two is how much damage does it do, right? Up next would be one of two options. I'm going to recommend that you try the Constellation build. That's right, Roxy's got something kind of fantastic cooking up, and this is the Constellation variant. So you're going to be using these elemental knives to deal tremendous damage with the Sorc, and this could be actually kind of fun to play. If you want to try something a little bit new and something maybe a little bit pushed by Blizzard because it is new, check out the Constellation build. Could be exactly what you want, or maybe let you down huge. I don't know, but roll the dice. Hey, roll the dice. I also think Firewall looks good, but we gotta wait to see how that kind of comes out in the wash. So the Druid, the big refrigerators in Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, you guys, I got two builds for you, and courtesy of Screamheart, here they come. So the first one is going to be the Landslide build. Landslide's not something brand new to the Druid, but Landslide's tons of fun to play. So if you want to try something with a little bit mobility and does pretty good damage for the Druid class, because you don't care what everybody else is doing, you're a Druid. Druids, Landslide, definitely an option you could check out. And last but not least is going to be the Stone Burst, a new skill for the Druid that anybody could check out. It seems to be very good, and there's question marks around this one. It could be doing tremendous amounts of damage, or it could be kind of just meh. I think it's worth rolling the dice. If you want to try something as a Druid enjoyer, you can check out the Stone Burst build to see if it's for you. Getting some kind of clean AoE feels always good, and it's a new flashy skill, so why not give it a shot in a whole new game? These are some of the builds I'd recommend you guys check out in Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. I will be going live on Twitch, as will pretty much everybody else who wants to check out Diablo 4. Should be a damn good time, and I'm curious to see what you think. Quick, fast, and dirty, that's these videos. Hope you found something that's resourceful and enjoyable for you, and I'll see you guys in Nuhantu in Diablo 4. Much love, thanks for checking out the video. Couldn't do it without you guys. See you in the next one.